This week, instead of having a vlog, we are going to answer 3,000 questions about me. We're not going to answer 3,000 questions. We're going to answer some questions from the book. So if you watch my vlogs every Monday, if I have extra time, usually at the end of the video, we have been answering these questions. And so we have gotten up to like 100, and we've answered like 135 questions so far. And so we're just working our way slowly but surely through this book. And so for the vlog this week, we're going to answer as many of these as we can. So the first question is, do you have a pet? If so, what kind?
Nope.
No, we do not.
Not currently.
Nope.
That was easy.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a feeling a lot of these will be that way. If you were a bartender, what famous person would you like to serve?
Oh, Lord, I don't even know.
I would like to serve someone who can spill some tea when they get drunk. So who can give me some inside scoop. You know, because usually when you drink, you're relaxed, and I'm thinking like somebody that's been a part of some scandal. And right now, this is not really, I mean, they're famous in their own right. But right now or not right now, but recently on a radio show I watch, somebody just left. I mean, literally just up and left like that. And there was no talk about it, and there won't be any talk about it. I would like to have her at that bar.
I could see that.
Because I would like to know her side of the story. Because I think her side of the story is completely different from the side that's being given on the radio. So I would like to have, her name's Davi, but I would like to have her side of the story. So you can't think of one.
No, I mean, I'm thinking like Tom Hanks would be cool to just kind of sit and talk to. Or
and
somebody.
see, I want the tea.
Yeah,
So,
I don't want gossip.
Right. If you could choose your last words, what would they be? Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, see you in hell. No, I don't know. I just love you guys, miss you guys, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I guess I love
Carry
you.
on, you know.
Carry on. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Do you have a calling on your life?
Like a desire to do something? Is that what that means? Like a calling? Like in the church, you get a calling to go mission or whatever?
Yeah, you got the calling. Yeah.
No, I mean, years ago, I got the calling to teach. But nowadays, no. I mean, I'm already doing that. So
I don't know. I don't have a calling.
I don't have a calling.
No, I don't have.
I mean, like I said, I did years and years ago to teach, but I mean, that's
at this point. You know, at this point in our lives, I think some of these questions are just going to be like, you know, we've been there, done that. Yeah.
Of course, some people do get callings in their 60s and 70s.
They absolutely do.
Go
completely switch careers.
Crazy and go, or have a kid or whatever. You know, it's just whatever. You know.
Right.
I just haven't had.
No, I don't either. Have you ever let someone win an argument, even if you knew you were right, and if so, who?
If you're married, you do it all the time.
Yeah, I think you do that. Yeah, absolutely.
You compromise all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
If you have children, you just at some point in time, you just gotta go whatever.
Right.
And go on. The best advice I ever got about when the kids were young was that woman, the psychiatrist. I was in a sociology class. And, you know, when you're in arguments with your kids, you got to think about, is it really important enough to argue about? And is it worth winning? At some point in time, you got to go, whatever. And she was a little New York woman, and she said, whatever.
Yeah, I kind of love that. I agree with you, though. A marriage, children. So,
it's not worth fighting all the time.
No. Could you ever be a medical guinea pig?
It depends on if I was like, you know, you're going to die. Hey, we have this experimental treatment. You could try it on you and see if it'll help. You go for it, you know, and whatever. I mean, that's my opinion. Ashley, I know some people probably would not want to do that, but
Ashley has done this. She, when she was in college, to get extra money, they would give her like $50. I don't even know where she would hear about this, but she would hear about like the University of Kentucky.
They do medical studies all the time.
Medical studies, and she would go and they'd be like, okay, we need some people to come in and we're going to do all kinds of x-rays on you and stuff like that. And she would go in and they would send her a check a couple weeks later for like $50, $75 or whatever. She did that all the time for extra money.
My psychology class I took at UK, it was required you had to do like 2 or 3 volunteer things. So one of them I had to pretend I had a brain injury.
Right.
I don't know what you do with the brain injury.
You had to pretend?
Yeah, that group, some groups, some of the people in the room just had to answer the questions normally, and some of them you had to answer the questions like you had a brain injury.
Right.
Pretending you had a brain injury.
That would be hard to pretend you have a brain injury.
Especially when you never had one.
When you've never had one, it's like, I don't...
Well, they give you a description of what the symptoms are.
Okay.
But it still was, it was kind of weird. I don't know.
I would not want to be a medical guinea pig if, the only case would be, like Kevin said, like if you're going to die, if you don't.
Yeah, we don't have a treatment for this.
Then okay, I guess, give me the red pill or whatever. But I wouldn't do it like Ashley for the money. No.
Well, yeah, but none of hers were invasive. They were all like,
it was all like,
here's some questions that we want you to answer. Here's some
X-rays, stuff like
whatever,
that. Yeah. What is the most annoying thing about the opposite sex? It didn't say me specifically.
No, but yeah, but that's generalizing, really.
It is very, very general. Because I can tell you right now, they described it on the radio about a week ago, and much longer than a week ago. But man looking. Man looking for things is different than a woman looking for things. A woman can go into a drawer or whatever, a closet. If she's looking for something, she will find that item. A man can go looking for a pair of socks, and absolutely, I have looked everywhere. I have looked there and there and there and never find them. And then mama goes in and mama can find them real quick.
That's because women tend to stick things in weird places.
That's
like under the sweaters in the bottom drawer. Who would think to look there?
When you never wear the dress socks, that's where they
but who would think to look there?
But you have to look through the whole drawer.
See, that's the difference.
So man looking is...
We think logically, like, why would you put that there? And women just stick things anywhere. But it's logical to you. You don't wear these very often, so I'm going to get them out of the way.
Yeah, if you never touch them.
For me, it's going to be like, okay, I still want them in a place I can find them.
You could find them. They were still in the freaking drawer. Okay, so what is yours?
I don't know. I don't really have any issues, really.
Well, that's nice. That's nice.
So occasionally, they can be a little demanding. And want you to do stuff that you don't necessarily want to do.
Like right then.
Yeah, like right then.
Yeah.
Like, give me 5 minutes. No, I would have done now.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Totally.
That's not all women in general. That's just some of the women I happen to know in my life.
I can agree with that, totally. You're not wrong. How do you feel about investing your money?
If I had extra money, I would invest it. If I had extra, like literally, I'm not doing anything with it, then, I wouldn't.
We do not invest any money.
No.
We have...
like I said, though, if I had an extra $10,000 that I literally didn't mind if I lost or won, I would invest it.
Right.
But when's that going to happen?
Yeah, that won't happen.
People say that you don't have to have lots of money. You can invest a couple $100
right,
and still maybe get something back from it.
We do not do that, but we also do not come from people who do that. So
right.
I think that's something
background.
Right. I think that's something that you learn from your parents, you learn from your family. Our families were never investing. We were never from wealthy people or from we just wired. I think that's
my mom
something.
and dad lived paycheck to paycheck, literally.
Yeah, and so I don't know anything about that world.
Mm-hmm.
So no, we don't do it. But it says, how do you feel about it? I don't have an issue with it. I don't care what you do with your money.
You can make some good money if you've got the money to put into it.
Yeah.
The more you put in, the more you get out.
That's right.
Or the more you lose.
What is something you'd like to grow instead of buying? Nothing.
Yeah, I'd rather buy everything.
Yeah, I'd rather buy everything. tomatoes and carrots.
At one time when we were younger, we tried to grow like tomatoes and stuff, and it was fun.
And we did, but it wasn't fun.
No, I just don't like the gardening experience.
I don't know. We don't like to take care of things outside.
Or farm animals. I don't want to raise a chicken and eat them. You know, just not for me. I'm just not that kind of person.
Absolutely not.
So my answer is nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing. I'd rather buy everything.
I'm sure there are people out there though that would like to grow everything.
There are.
Yeah. Which is more power to you. It's just not my lifestyle.
No, it's a job.
Yeah,
it is. It is
literally
a job.
Yeah.
Yes. How do you like to take your coffee or tea?
Sweetener and cream. Powdered cream.
Me too. Same thing.
Tea would just be sweet tea. Which somebody said that's tea. That's water pretending to be tea. Somebody from England said that. Sweet tea is water pretending to be tea.
How smart is your significant other? And who is smarter?
I think you're very smart.
How smart?
I think you're very smart, like super smart. I think we're intelligent in different ways.
Oh, okay.
You're intelligent in the ways of like social, how you interact with people smarts. Me, I'm more of facts and figures and knowing like random crap.
Right. Yeah, see, I don't think so. I think you're very good with people.
Yeah.
And that's why I've told you a million times that you are better, like you're really, really good at your job because you handle things so differently than I would. I would tick people off every single day.
That's because you're invested, you know, and
I get passionate
about it. Me, I don't care.
Right,
you know?
yeah, and
I'm thinking,
very passionate.
Okay, they've said something really stupid or they want to do something really, really dumb. But hey, I can live with whatever as long as I'm getting paid. I don't really care what they do.
Whereas in me, it really, really bothers me.
Unless it directly affects me in a really hugely negative way, I don't really care.
Right.
That's just what I've learned.
I think
got to get along, go along to get along or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Kevin, how smart is your significant other? I think Kevin is very, very intelligent. That's one of the things that, besides looks and all that, that's one of the things that I find attractive about people. I find intelligence very, very attractive. No, I think you're an attractive person anyway, but I really am attracted to intelligence. And I absolutely think he is smarter than me. I know that. I don't have a problem with that.
I think it's just different ways, different things.
Have you ever had something snowball out of control? If so, what?
So it started small, and it kind of got bigger and bigger and bigger to where you just lost all sense of control. Not really. I can't think of anything.
No. But does that have to be a negative thing?
Well, if it's out of control, that almost sounds like it's... No, I mean, not really.
Oh, out of control.
You could kind of say your YouTube channel was snowballed, but in a good way. You know, it started very small with not a lot of expectations for it, and it's grown and grown and grown. And so it has gotten bigger.
Yes.
It's not really out of control.
It's not out of control, but so I guess they're meaning
snowballed.
It has snowballed, but I think they're probably meaning it in a negative way, but I really don't have anything negative I can think of.
Yeah.
But
like you told a fib... And that fib got spread around and just got bigger and bigger and issue. I can think of something like, I've never had that happen to me, but I could see that being something out of control.
And I'm thinking like in a positive way for Kevin, school. So like he went to one school and then another school and then another, and now he has his doctorate. So for me, that snowballed. He never intended that. That wasn't like when he was thinking, oh, I want to go for my doctorate. He never thought about that when he first started. But it snowballed into that. So to me, that's a positive.
But I can't think of anything that's
like negative.
Nothing I can think of at least.
No. Well, I did have, this is so gross. I had an ingrown toenail. That was, it snowballed into like, you think that it's going to go away. And this was years and years and years ago. But you think it's going to go away and it doesn't. And it just gets worse and worse and worse until you have to have it dealt with. I've had that happen. So I think medical things could definitely be that way. Yeah, if you don't get things taken care of.
Some of it's out of your control though.
But it does snowball if you don't get it taken care of.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Medical things can definitely get out of control.
Yes, absolutely. What is the likelihood you'll make the half court at a game for some serious cash?
No way. No way in hell. I could be standing underneath the net and not get it.
Yeah,
they could put me
exactly.
on a stepladder next to the net. I'd probably still miss.
Yeah, me too. What is
I used to be able to throw it from like the 3-point line, like the free throw line, not the 3-point line, the free throw line. At one time I could have thrown it in there, but no way in heck could I get it from half court.
Right, and
we're
I
talking-
couldn't do it at all.
Yeah.
No. What is the main thing you like to do on vacations?
I know what Tammy's gonna say. Run like a bat out of hell everywhere.
You know what? This most people probably will not understand this. I like to go in grocery stores in different areas. I really
See different things.
It makes my day. It makes me happy. I will light up like a Christmas tree if you take me into a grocery store that I've never been in before, and I'm seeing all kinds of new things on the shelves.
Just like people like shopping.
It makes me happy. Yeah.
Some people like shopping for like clothes and jewelry and stuff.
Right.
And we just happen to like food.
Food.
Junk
I
food
like
mostly.
to see. Yeah, I like to see what weird new thing, but good thing I can find someplace else. It just makes me happy. And different brands.
Yeah.
Like going to Hawaii and seeing like ice creams and stuff like that. We couldn't buy them because they're frozen. But to see those and think, wow, if I lived here, I would try every single one of those. Or meals for your lunchtime review channel. Brands that we've never seen here before. It just makes me very happy. So what is something you like to do?
I like to I know when we're at Disney, it's a little different because you're riding rides and running around. Don't like to stand in line, but I like to ride the rides. If you're talking about a relaxing vacation, I like to just go out in the water and just.
It just says, what's the main thing you like to do on
bounce around in the water.
I could name something for you that I know you like to do on every single vacation.
Eat. Yeah, well that's
Kevin.
That's your free time.
Kevin looks forward to eating because at home.
Yeah, I have to watch kind of what I eat.
Right, and we don't eat out as often.
No.
We're on vacation.
I agree.
We eat out for every single
agree
meal,
with that.
and you look forward to it, and I do too.
Yeah, I
but
agree
you
with that.
more so.
Yeah, I love eating out.
Yeah.
And I eat out once a week, and I still love eating out on vacation.
Yeah.
But I also enjoy tours when we do tours of places that we've never been to before. That's
Yes.
fun. But I like to just float around in the water too. But it's not the same as a swimming pool. Like if I were to go somewhere on vacation, I would never go to a pool and just sit around half the day.
Right.
I wouldn't enjoy that. But going to the ocean and floating around and stuff, I enjoy that.
Like Disney has wonderful pools.
Never been to a pool.
We've never gone swimming at Disney. We don't even take our
Not
suits
once.
at Disney. We know that's not while we're there.
Yeah.
We could go swimming someplace around here if we wanted to.
Yeah, we've walked by the pools. That's about the closest we've come to.
Oh, that's nice looking, but yeah, we've never gone swimming.
No.
Were you popular in school? And if so, what made you popular?
Heck no.
This is a real quick one.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, I wasn't popular
No.
at all. I mean, I knew some of the popular kids. Well, I grew up with some of the popular kids, and then once they got into like middle school, like what 8th grade or so, we kind of split ways, and the popular became more popular than me. I just kind of went, "You guys go have fun."
Right. And now I look back and I even think, what made them popular? Because honestly, you look at them and you're like, they weren't any different than I was.
No.
What made them so popular?
And there were attractive people in the group too, but there were some that just weren't attractive at all. I mean, they were just ugly, but they were still popular.
And it's like,
I think it's a lot of outgoing personality, what they're willing to talk about and do and go out.
I know
and do.
what it is. I had forgotten this until I'm really thinking about it. I know, at least for our town has a country club. And those kids, the popular kids, their parents were all in that country club and they could afford to be in that country club, and they spent time together outside of school because they were all going to that country club. I never went to that country club. I wasn't in that group. But if you got to spend all that time, think if you were going to the pool all summer long, or you're playing tennis or golf or whatever with these same people all summer long, then that same big group of people are going to be together in school, and they're the popular crowd. I was never one of those people.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
I never hung around with those guys either.
What risk would you take if you knew you wouldn't fail? I would.
That reminds me of the question you asked before about investing money.
Oh, that would be yours?
If you knew you weren't going to fail, so you're going to make money.
Right.
Invest everything you have and then get it back. Get that and more back. That'd be cool.
I would move to another country. If I knew I could do it and make it, and I wasn't going to be struggling on the struggle bus every single day, I would move to another country. Because,
I wouldn't want to move.
You wouldn't want to move?
No, because I'm familiar with the system. I'm familiar with these systems
to another
other
country.
Okay. Because here, you're familiar with the taxes and how they work. You're familiar with the laws. You're familiar with how things are bought and sold.
Yes, but you are, going back to how intelligent he is, Kevin can learn anything.
Yeah, but that stuff's weird. Like in the UK, the way they do things with housing purchases and stuff is just so weird from what we do. It's just odd.
Once you got it, though, you got it.
I guess so.
Yeah. What was an offer you couldn't refuse? I've got one if you don't.
Go ahead.
My dad, when my mom died in 2011, and Dad offered, basically he said, you pick a place and we'll go on vacation.
Right.
And so we did, when we thought about vacations, we were thinking about him and his abilities and where he would enjoy. So did we pick some place that we necessarily would have chosen? Absolutely not. But that was an offer we couldn't refuse, and I'm glad we took him up on it. We ended up going to Las Vegas, which I've learned now is really not the place to take somebody that has bad knees.
Right. If you need to walk a lot.
If you need to walk a lot, Las Vegas is not the place.
I mean, if you can't walk a lot, Las Vegas is.
Yes, because it looks like it's all really, really close on TV.
It's not.
It's not. Because those hotels are like monstrous.
The hotels themselves are a mile long.
Yes, and so you're walking miles and miles and miles, and I think it was a lot for him. But that was an offer I couldn't refuse. Is somebody paying for my vacation? Yes, please, I'm there. If you want to pay for a vacation for me and send me somewhere, yes.
I don't know that we paid a dime.
We didn't.
Time.
We went to a outlet mall.
Shopping stuff. But as far as anything else goes,
he paid. He paid for the flights. He paid for food. He paid for the shows. We saw 3 shows while we were there. He paid for those. It was terrific. So yeah, if somebody wants to pay for a vacation for me, I will take them up on it anytime. Yeah. So that was an offer I could not refuse.
You got job offers and stuff, but I can't think of anything else. Yeah.
Would you agree with that one?
Yeah, that was a good one. Or even the offer to buy this house and move in here. That was a good offer.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had to buy it. He didn't give it to us.
Yeah, we bought the house, but
still, that was he could have just put it up for sale and been done with it.
We went and saw the Hoover Dam. We went to the Grand Canyon, and he paid for that bus tour that we took, and so fun. It was a great trip. If you were guaranteed the correct answer to one question, what would you ask?
I have no clue.
I would ask, how am I going to die? Not when, how am I going to die?
Would you want to know? I wouldn't want to know that.
I would want to know, yeah. Because that would help me a lot.
I want it to be a surprise.
That would help me a lot to make decisions.
I think it would help with anxiety too.
Yeah, it would help me make decisions. If you knew you weren't
going to die in a car wreck, then you'd be more comfortable in a car.
Yeah, I would.
Or a plane, you'd be more comfortable in a plane.
Or whatever.
Yeah. I don't want to know. So I can't think of anything that I'm going to know the answer to. That I'm burning desire to know the answer to. I just don't have anything I could think of. No. Nothing
haunts you ever.
Nothing.
No, that doesn't bother me either. But hey, if I could have an answer to one question, that would be it.
I truly just can't think of one where I would. I'm sure if I sat here and thought about it long enough, I could. But
would you rather lose all of your old memories or never be able to make new ones?
I guess old.
I'd rather lose all of my old memories.
Yeah,
because what keeps me up at night in the bed? Old, stupid memories. And it's like, why am I even thinking about this? Or I don't want to, the minute I lay down in the bed at night, I start thinking about things and people and conversations. And it's like, my gosh, none of this is important. And so I have to try to space out and just think of something else to be able to go to sleep. So old memories, definitely.
Yeah, I would pick old.
Yeah.
As long as you remembered who you were with, that'd be nice.
Right.
Who are you?
Have you ever been at the wrong place at the wrong time, and where? When we got in that wreck.
Yeah.
It was the wrong place at the wrong time.
Place.
Yeah, it was.
Because it was no fault of ours.
No, it was a wreck we were in, and somebody came over in our lane and hit us.
I've had 2 of those that were like that.
Yeah, you've had another one. So yeah, that was it.
Can't think of anything else though. I've never been caught up in anything. No, I can't think of anything else. That is a good one.
Yeah, a wreck. Yeah. Have you ever been whistled at in public? Have we been whistled at?
Yeah.
Well, I know I've had people honk and I've had people yell.
Sometimes they want to try to scare you. Sometimes they're saying hello.
Or they honk or something like that. You know.
I can't think of any time I've ever been whistled at. Like wolf whistled.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. So I haven't been. I don't think I've been whistled specifically.
No.
What is something totally relatable to you?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. Totally relatable to me. I have no idea. What is something totally relatable to me? I mean,
like something I can relate to.
Yeah. Do you like pina colada? You know, do you like being on the beach? Do you like London? That's relatable. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how I would define that question.
Do you love pugs? I mean, you know, I don't know what they mean by that. Do you like to watch movies and Lord of the Rings and you know, that's relatable, but I mean, I don't know specifically what they mean at all.
No, I can't think of either.
No.
Something that's like you, maybe?
I don't know. If you have any thoughts, you can leave them in the comments. I don't know what genuinely don't know what they want to know.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is maybe they're saying is something like you. Is there something out there that's like you? Or that,
yeah, but I've named 10 things.
There's a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
What's the best pickup line you've ever heard?
I've never heard a pickup line in my life.
I've never had anyone give me a pickup line, and all the ones that I've heard on TV or shows or whatever are all stupid. There's no best one because they're all stupid.
I told you once that before we started dating, I liked your voice. That wasn't a pickup line. That was truly, I liked your voice.
He told me, we talked on the phone, and he said it would have insulted a lot of women, let me just say.
No, I was just said it was kind of...
He said that it was deeper than what he...
like sultry. Like,
he said it was deeper. That's how he described it. He said your voice was deeper than I was expecting it to be.
I didn't have the words for it.
But now...
It was sultry.
Think about Kathleen Turner.
Smoky.
Kathleen Turner or Lauren Bacall, sexy. Oh, I love their voices.
But once we met, it was like your voice isn't like that at all. So it must have just been something on the phone.
On the phone.
Yeah, or you were talking quietly or something.
The landline.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, the way back. So I don't have any good. There are no good pickup lines.
I've never used one.
It's best just to go to somebody and start talking. Would you ever steal to provide for your family?
This is one of those questions they get asked all the time. You know, morally, would you do that? If I've exhausted all other means, then yeah, I mean, I guess you would.
If
you tried to borrow from people, you tried to get on programs, you tried to supplement, you tried to do everything, you get extra jobs, whatever.
I'm assuming they're talking about food here.
Food or shelter, like a house or whatever.
If I'm a very, very trustworthy, I think, person, I would never dream of going into a store and stealing anything. I
can't either. I'm just thinking.
And it's insulting to me when they want to see my ticket. You know, when you walk out the door at Sam's Club or something, and I know that's their job and they do that, and there's a reason why they do that. But it's almost insulting to me because it's like, well, I wouldn't dare dream of doing something like that. But there are people who would do it, not because they're trying to provide for their family, just because they're bad people. And
trying to get money.
But if if it was desperate and I'm trying to feed my family,
and you've exhausted everything else.
Then yes, I absolutely would, because
although I can't imagine nowadays it coming to that, because there's so many different
There's too many programs.
Too many programs, too many other things.
There's too many programs. There's absolutely no reason that people have. Think about these people who we see, and it's a real issue in the UK, who just take it upon themselves. Oh, there's an empty building, so I'm going to go live in that and trash it in the process. What is that? Squatters.
And they don't have the laws to handle it over there either.
Oh my gosh. There's no excuse for it. There's too many programs. There's too many places where you can go.
If they do housing over there all the time.
There's absolutely no excuse for squatters, and I do not agree with it. I'm completely against it. So
over here, though, we don't have the housing, the free housing like they do over there. So they don't have the housing programs, but we definitely have food programs. And
there are shelters that you can go stay.
Yes, but I'm saying in the UK, if you're looking at the UK, they have you could literally get on government housing. You could literally live for free, basically.
And I know it takes time and stuff like that, but there's always some place.
But we don't have that here.
No, but we do have places.
Shelters.
We have shelters.
Yeah.
The Salvation Army, you can go and spend the night and take your
family. Of course, some
family.
People probably say, they fill up and all that. There's always a reason.
There's always places you can go. I don't believe in squatting.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we at? In your opinion, who do you consider a visionary?
I don't know.
Elon Musk.
He comes up with some crazy ideas, that's for sure.
I would say Elon Musk, or I'm thinking of the Bill Gates, the Steve Jobs, people like that.
Yeah, see, the people that do it's all about science stuff. So it'd be space people, there's tons of them, not just a few, but there's tons of them. Anybody doing that kind of work, those would be visionaries.
Right.
What's his name? The guy that died recently. He was in the wheelchair since he was really young and hospital. Genius. Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking, yeah.
He was a visionary.
Yes.
He had some crazy visions of the future and how things work. But, if those come out to be true, then it's just...
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you could live forever, would you want to?
It depends on... I don't know. Are you locked in the age you're at now, or are you just going to keep getting older and older and older?
If my body keeps aging, let's just say it's just normal, we're going to keep aging, but we could live forever, then no.
No,
because at 50, I know that I have limitations now that I didn't have even 10 years ago.
But now if you're like a vampire living forever,
exactly.
Or if you're locked into when you were in your 30s.
Or if I'm locked into right now, I could be, if you could lock me into now, I could live forever, then yes, I could.
I'd rather have it when I was in my 20s. But.
I would too, if you could pick. But if we're going the normal lifespan and we're aging, then no, I don't want to live forever.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What or who are you a champion for?
You.
Oh.
The kids.
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah.
I think family more than anybody.
No, I can agree with that. Yeah, family.
Because I'm always rooting and pushing them and telling other people.
Yeah, that's true.
Things, so.
And being positive and talking about their things that they have going for them and not the things that are against them or whatever. Being positive. So yeah, I'll say family as well. What is your favorite store at the mall?
Used to be like the arcade when I was younger.
That's not a store.
That's a store.
Although you're spending money.
You're spending money. Trust me.
But you're not taking anything home with you. And
nowadays, I kind of like the electronics, the gaming store.
Yeah.
I like those, and then I like FYE sometimes. Although FYE's gotten kind of stale for me. It's way too expensive, and you literally walk around the outside wall, and it's all Japanese anime, or it's just anime.
Food.
Anime, even the food. But
it's so expensive you can't buy anything, so I don't know how they stay in business.
Yeah, most of the stuff they sell nowadays I don't care about. So I've gotten done with it because it's all anime stuff.
I would.
And it's like if you're into anime, that's great, but if you're not, it's like they have nothing to buy. Right. So I really like the game collectibles place across the
Yes.
right there.
And we don't know the name
I
of
can't
it.
think of
We
the name
never
of
can
it.
remember the name of it.
But they have like, you can play Magic the Gathering in the back and stuff like that. So it's that kind of store. But they also sell video game stuff. And, yeah.
It's a cool store. If it was 20 years ago, I would have said the Disney store.
Yeah.
But the Disney store is closed
Gone.
now, and I'm older, and I'm gonna say Dillard's.
Yeah.
I like Dillard's, and I like their clothes.
I would never pick a
and,
clothing store.
Yeah, I really like their clothes. They have nice stuff there, and so I'm gonna say Dillard's.
The food court's also very good.
Yeah, the food court.
It's not really a store.
It's not a store.
But the food court's nice.
Have you ever touched a snake, or would you?
I've never personally picked up a snake. You
No,
have.
touched.
Nah, I may have.
Yeah.
At a zoo or something. You did at the library, didn't you?
I've touched one,
Yeah.
but I don't want to hold one.
Yeah.
No, I have touched one.
Yeah,
but,
minor interactions with snakes
Yeah.
and lizards. And,
what do you think gets better with age? I think the money you make. The money you make.
usually.
I think the more stability gets better with age.
Yeah, I think
stability.
In a lot of cases.
So money is connected with stability. Like it or not, it just is. So, that comes with being at your job for a long time, or just being at a really good job. Paying off bills, stuff like that.
Now, that can be true. But you also get people that have huge credit card debt, run up money like
so
crazy.
it could get worse.
It could get worse.
Yes.
Get
for
worse.
us in our life,
That
I
has
think,
definitely gotten better.
and it's stability. Yeah. So is that your answer too?
Yeah, no, I agree. Tammy gets better with age.
you get better looking with those too.
So things like that. But yeah, just your lifestyle, I think it's a little easier usually with age.
Do you ever forward or reply to chain mails?
No.
Absolutely not. And
I see that stuff and
drives me
delete it instantly.
insane when I see stuff like that on Facebook. Keep this on your or pass this on your page if you've known people who have had this. Well, really, really, everybody knows that that's part of the world, and
I never liked those.
yeah, and no.
Even when they were actually physically mail, I never did anything like
Absolutely
that.
not. No. What scientist in history is most credible?
I mean, anybody that's been proven true.
Like Einstein?
Yeah. Well, Einstein hasn't been proven true because we haven't gotten that fast yet. Relativity and
Right.
stuff. Tesla was a good one because all of his AC and radio and all that, he did all that way before anybody else.
Would you consider like the person who invented the medicine,
like penicillin,
Yes,
and all that stuff?
yeah.
Yeah, any of those.
Okay,
really.
I would say that. Have you ever been called immature? If so, what were you doing to be called that?
Well, I'm sure I've been called immature underneath someone's breath many times.
No, I haven't, and I don't think I have, or you have.
No.
I don't think I've ever been called immature. As a matter of fact,
not that I could think of.
My parents always said I was very
mature.
mature. Yes, we always said that about Ashley. Ashley was like a 30-year-old woman and a 10-year-old. Yeah, really, or younger. Yeah.
Yeah, her and her high heels flopping down the hallway, clomp, 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 like a horse.
Yeah, but no, I don't think we've ever been called immature.
Not that I know
either one
of.
us. Is there a place in your neighborhood or city you've been meaning to visit? If so, where?
No, not really. Not in Winchester.
I've thought about visiting the museum in Winchester, but it's not a priority, and I've thought about it, but I don't really care.
I mean, there might be some
I mean, I
restaurants.
think I would probably enjoy it, but
There's some restaurants in town that I wouldn't mind going to. That I'd be curious about. Like there's something brewery, I don't know what it is, distillery or something like that. It sounds like a bar, but it's a restaurant. There's a couple of those places.
It's a restaurant? I thought it was a bar.
No, there's another one. That's a bar, but they sell food.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There's a couple places like that I could maybe think of, but even then I'm not really hot and bothered about it. It's just I
Not
could go.
really. So not really.
Most of the places we wanted to go, we go.
We go,
Yeah.
yeah. What slogan or jingle got stuck in your head forever?
Oh Lord, tons of them over the years.
I know. We know lots and lots of
You know,
jingles.
like, where's the beef? I mean, everybody said that for a long
But
time.
a jingle's a song.
That's a slogan, though.
Oh, a slogan. Okay.
Yeah, who didn't say, where's the beef back in the day?
Right.
You know, or what's up? What's up? What's up?
I'm thinking like my baloney has a first name.
Yeah, people get
it's
that second name.
OSCAR.
Yeah. I mean,
There's tons.
There's so
of
many I
those.
couldn't even name them all.
Could you ever grow your own food?
We talked about this one a little bit.
Yeah.
We did grow tomatoes and
We could, but we wouldn't want to.
yeah, we grew peppers. Green
And
peppers for a little
there's
while.
people who
Tried pumpkins. Didn't work out very well.
there's a YouTube channel that I watch, and this person has bought a farm, or they haven't bought a farm. They've bought land.
And they're making it into a farm.
They're making it into a farm. They've put every kind of animal on it you can imagine. They're growing all kinds of stuff, whether it's vegetables, flowers, whatever. And to me, when I see that, it looks like work, 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 work. That's all they do is work. They're growing potatoes. And it's like, I would much rather spend the money and go to the store, go to Walmart and buy me a 5-pound bag of potatoes than have to go to all that work. I don't get it. It's
A lot of people want to make sure
it's a job.
they want to make sure they grow their own because they know exactly what's in it,
Right.
chemical wise, pesticides, whatever. That some people have that desire.
I think too, some people got freaked out by the grocery stores not having stuff, but it never got that bad around here.
Not here.
It did not happen, and I know, and I believe you all when you say it got bad in your
We're in
area.
a rural
It never got that bad
county
here.
though,
So I don't understand that mentality to where, like, if I couldn't find this, then you could still buy this. You know, even though if you couldn't find this thing, you're still not starving.
No.
Nobody ever starved to death during that.
Not that I know of.
No.
But somebody we know was freaked out because there was no chicken. No chicken. You can't find chicken anywhere. You can't find chicken anywhere. We went to the store, tons of chicken.
Tons of chicken.
I mean, they had chicken everywhere.
Or you can't find meat. You can't find meat. Well, then you could go right to Lexington and there's a meat store. Hello, the whole place is full of meat.
Yeah,
so
literally
it
have pork
never,
chops and hamburgers and hot dogs and
yeah,
everything.
just because you couldn't find it at Walmart, well, guess what? There's other stores.
Yeah.
There's meat stores you can go to. There's markets and there's farmers markets.
Butchers.
And yeah, I mean, so it's not like it wasn't available.
Like you said though, that's our area. Your
Yes.
area may have been completely different. It may have been
Yes.
you had to fight for one package of hamburger. I mean, so we're not
Right.
saying that didn't happen.
But
we're
even
just saying
then,
around
there's
here.
always other things. That it's not like the store shelves were completely empty. There was food to be had. It might not have been exactly what you wanted, but there was still food for you to eat. So yeah, to me, a farm is just, I'm not going to grow my own food
No,
because
it's too much
it's work. Yeah. Oh, if you could be a bird, which would you be?
What kind of bird? Mm-hmm. Be an eagle.
Oh, that's a good one.
Can't kill me. I'm big.
Oh, you're protected.
I'm protected. You can't just shoot me out in the wild. Well, you could, but you get in big trouble.
Yeah,
Because I'd come back and haunt you.
I would be a raven.
Raven.
A raven. Ravens are supposed to be a
Smart.
very, very intelligent bird, so I would be a raven. Do you watch foreign films? If so, do you have a favorite?
No.
We really
We've
don't.
watched one foreign film that you had to read the subtitles of. We watched a couple.
We
but-
watch a lot, mainly if they're foreign, they're TV shows.
And they're English.
And, well, no. I'm talking about those like the criminal.
Oh, yeah, where they were in the interview
in Spain.
rooms. Yeah.
Right. So we've watched a lot of TV
That's
shows
true.
where we've had to read subtitles, but not a lot of movies, films.
No, we
Yeah.
watched, like, there was a scary movie that was all in
Oh, that
French
was so
or Spanish or
good.
something.
Oh, that was wonderful. I wish we could think of that. Was it called like The Orphanage?
Something
or-
like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was really creepy.
But you had to read all the subtitles.
But it
There
was
no,
so good. But yeah, we don't see a lot of foreign movies, no.
I mean, they're out there. We just don't watch them.
What specific work of art do you admire most?
The really detailed paintings, not those like Picasso where it's really weird, or these oddballs, squares of color and that's art. I like the ones like we've seen at the Portrait Gallery in London,
Oh.
which that's only really the big name brand gallery we've been to. But some of the details and some of the art, it's like you can get right up to them and see, like, you can still tell what it was.
There's one that they have in there. I literally have a favorite painting in there.
And we couldn't find it last time.
We couldn't find it last time.
But they rotate paintings around.
They do, or sometimes they send them off. Like if Prince Philip had, when he was alive, if he had decided these are my favorites and I'm going to let this place borrow them, and then this is, then oh, these are his favorites or the Queen's favorites, and then they'll come back. So yeah, it honestly, I saw it. It was either, I'm thinking it was either one of the Queen's favorites or one of his favorites that he chose. I mean, there was a bunch of other ones, but one of my favorites was also one of theirs, but I wish I knew the name of it. But
we've looked, we just never remember it.
No, there's another painting. My dad owns it, and I have been trying to find my own ever since he bought it. It's by Frank Moss Bennett, and a lot of his work is absolutely beautiful, beautiful. But this painting is called Late But Welcome, and it is rare. And my dad lucks into these things. I don't know how he does it, but he just lucks into these things. He literally
falls on it.
Yes. And he bought this, and I have tried to tell him I will buy this from you because I absolutely love it. It's absolutely beautiful. But Frank Moss Bennett, if you look up his work, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And so that would probably be one of my favorites besides the painting, which I'm sorry I can't do. It's a room full of books from the floor to the ceiling, and there's sunshine.
Isn't it a guy painting a painting?
Yes. He's painting, but he's surrounded by books. It's in this massive library.
It's neat.
And I have no idea what the name of it is, but that is my very, very favorite.
I like the outdoor ones with just the scenery outdoor. It looks like a picture.
Do they have people?
Yeah, they have people too, but it's usually not just like landscapes, but these have like cities and towns and stuff, but they look like they've taken a picture of it.
I like the ones with ships too. That comes as a big surprise to me because I've never...
Yeah, we're not nautical people.
No, but I would totally, if I could find a really well done painting of a ship, I would have it in a heartbeat because we have seen some beautiful ones.
So I appreciate that kind of art more than the sculpting, although sculpting it's amazing what they can do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Have you ever needed to find yourself, and if so, are you still looking?
Huh?
Have you ever needed to find yourself, and if so, are you still looking?
No.
I went through a period of time where, I just completely changed.
You know about like your identity,
yes,
what you want to do in life, and kind of.
I did go through I'm talking about mine was more physical. I'm talking about when I physically changed. When I woke up one day and decided I'm tired of
living like you are.
Living like I am. I'm tired of being heavy, and I'm going to change. And so to me, that was kind of a period where I was lost, and I felt like I had been wronged in something in my life. And so everything turned around for me. Mm-hmm. So I think
that's a good example.
Yeah. That was probably about 2006 or 7 that happened.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Anytime. I pretty much always known who I was. So.
Yeah. What is your all-time favorite selfie, and what was going on in it?
I don't know.
We don't do selfies.
No, there's a really good picture I like. It was taken right here of me and you that I absolutely love.
Oh.
And there was a couple we've done on vacation that were good, but they're not selfies, they're just pictures.
Well, we've taken selfies like when we were in London.
Oh yeah, we took selfies in front of all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we did that because, honestly, not because we would have normally, there was nobody else to take it. It's like either...
Or trust to give them the camera.
Yeah, it's like either you take this of yourself in front of this monument or whatever, or it doesn't get taken. But as far as being like selfie people on Instagram, we are not those people.
No.
At all.
No.
And I don't follow people like that. I don't follow people who take selfies like that. If you could have a clone to help you out when life gets busy, would you want one?
No.
I would, absolutely. I'll take a clone. Yeah, I will definitely take a clone and give you work, and I will always have something for you to do, so that I can read. What are you self-taught?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. I taught myself to do all kinds of stuff.
Kevin. Well, do you consider looking at a video and learning from that self-taught? Because you've watched videos to do that.
That's true.
So if you're self-taught, it means it literally came from you.
That's true, but there's still other things I've done self-taught, like the woodwork around the doors. I didn't watch a video to figure that out.
No. Trial and error.
Sewing. I mean, sewing is all, nobody taught me how to sew. It was just, I did learn how to knit and so like that by learning the basics. But yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess those aren't self-taught.
I'm going to say just filming, and I'm not good at it by any means.
Editing videos?
Editing, I edit myself. I decide what goes in and what...
Well, even the software, I really never showed you that software, just beyond very, very basics.
Right.
And you went from there.
So that's stuff like that.
Computer stuff, I got self-taught on computer stuff all the time because I'll just get a software and just start playing with it. So.
And I'm not saying I'm good at it. I'm just saying I do it. The Beatles or the Rolling Stones?
Rolling Stones.
I'm going to tell you, I love both. I genuinely love both, but Rolling Stones are better.
Beatles are okay. I've never really got into their music better.
I really do like
a few
the
songs
Beatles,
are here
but the Rolling Stones I like better. What do you try and keep an open mind about?
Well, it's all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's so many different things that I just, like when we do a review, I'm open-minded about what it's going to taste like, flavors, and...
Yeah, you never want to go into something with a negative attitude because... trust me, if you do, then you're gonna...
it's gonna skew you.
You're gonna get your butt handed to you usually because you're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be surprised if you think, oh, this isn't gonna be that great. Most of the time you're gonna be surprised and think, oh my gosh, that was a lot better than I thought it would be. But we try to be open-minded. We really do try to be open-minded about everything. Would you rather ride along with a firefighter or a police officer for a day?
Probably the police officer.
I have done...
As a firefighter, I've seen they're when they're working,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a lot of downtime, which is a good thing. You don't want a lot of fires going on,
right?
But a police officer, they're pulling people over and doing this, that, and the other things. So.
I'm gonna say a firefighter because of the downtime. I don't want to be racing down the road.
True.
I don't want to go.
That's true too.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a car speeding and have to worry about people getting over or not getting
that's
over.
True.
Or
That's true too.
So I'm gonna. I've done the police officer thing. I did the ride along with my dad. So I'm gonna say the firefighter because that's something new and I haven't done that before. Do you believe in the saying "kill your enemies with kindness"?
Sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. I'm always kind to everybody, though. I don't really care if I like you or don't like you. I'm going to be kind to you.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say yes.
Yeah,
I absolutely
I'll say
believe
yes.
that. Yeah, if somebody's being a turd to you,
turn it around on them.
Turn it around on them and be syrupy. I mean, not fake. There's a difference between being fake and being genuinely sweet because
treat them like you would anybody else.
And yes, sometimes you teach them that they're being hateful. Yeah. What do you love most about the night sky?
That's an odd question.
The moon. I like to look at the moon. The moon and the stars.
The calmness of it.
Yeah, it's calm. And it's the sun. The sun's not beating down. And it's just to me, it's calming. Yeah. Or if you get those nights, like the fall nights where it's kind of crisp.
Cool.
It's just very calm to me, the night sky. Whereas daytime, it doesn't come across as calm.
Right.
It's pretty, but not necessarily calm.
Right.
In an argument, do you have to have the last word?
No.
I'm going to say no. I think used to. I probably would have said yes, I would. But anymore, no, because... like questions and questions ago, I don't have to win an argument anymore. Mm-hmm. If you feel like, I would rather let you think you're right and keep my mouth shut and move on than argue with you these days. It's not worth it. I'm too old for that crap.
It's not worth it. It doesn't benefit anybody.
No, I'm too old and you're going to live your life the way you live your life and I'm going to live my life the way I live my life. and we don't have to agree, and we don't have to live under the same roof. So frankly, I don't care. I don't care what you think, because your opinion just doesn't matter to me. It just, you literally, the older you get, you realize other people's opinions, they have nothing to do with how you live your life under your roof. You know, it just doesn't matter.
Added stress.
Yeah, you're stressing out over what other people are thinking for no reason. It just doesn't matter. Who cares what they think? Have you ever participated in a fundraiser? If so, for what cause?
Yeah, we've done fundraisers for like schools.
You've done KET.
I've done KET.
That's a fundraiser. Yeah, KET.
But we've done things for the kids' schools, you know, raising things for the school.
Yeah.
Selling
things.
Random crap for Christmas and the books.
And candy bars and wrapping paper.
I think if you have a kid, you're almost always going to be in some fundraiser sometime.
Girl Scout cookies. Yeah. So
I did the KT thing, but that's like.
If you have a Boy Scout, they sell popcorn usually.
I was in the Boy Scouts for a little while.
So if you have kids, or if you were a kid, imagine that if you were a kid, then
probably participated.
You've probably done.
At least in the U.S. And I don't know how it works over in other countries.
I know.
Did you do fundraisers for like here we do a lot of fundraisers for like clubs or buying playground equipment for the school and stuff like that. So it makes you wonder about other places.
I tell you something too that I bet they don't do in the UK or other countries. They used to collect Campbell soup labels up at Ashley School.
Yeah, years ago.
They
still do the labels. You just don't have to do the labels.
They would collect Campbell soup labels, and they actually bought a piece of equipment for the school. I mean, I think it's awesome that they were able to do that. But I mean,
they would turn them into the company and get money from every label.
Playground equipment and all kinds of things. We do that here. I would be curious if you all do that in other countries, even like Australia, Germany, whatever. I would be curious if you do that. We've got just a few more. What is the heaviest thing you can lift?
Not much anymore. I don't know.
I don't either,
like
because
some totes. I have to carry them upstairs and stuff occasionally.
Yeah, stuff like talk about bringing Christmas decorations and stuff down the steps. But I don't know how much they weigh.
I don't either. But typical tote.
Yeah, I have no idea. But would you ever consider training for a triathlon? No. And that's one of those questions that we're at the age we are. If you're a lot younger watching this, then you'd probably say, oh yeah, I would do that if I had the motivation.
Some people our age would do it too.
Or older.
I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't either.
I'm way too lazy.
No, I think I know my limitations.
No, I'm just too lazy. There's nothing to do with anything else. I'm just too lazy to do it.
What is your perfect pairing for coffee?
Like, what would you have with your coffee?
Yeah, but we've already answered what would you put in your coffee.
Put in your coffee. They're saying, like, what would you have with your coffee? Would you have a scone? Or would you have a biscuit? Or would you have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I mean, what would you have with your coffee? I don't do anything with my coffee.
We just drink
the
coffee.
coffee.
Mom used to make jam cake. She would have it, like, available on Christmas when we would come over and open gifts. So she would be like, you could slice you a piece of jam cake and have your coffee. I absolutely love that. Normally, we don't literally drink coffee and that's it. How strict are you going to be? See, this is one of those questions. How strict are you going to be as a parent? So this would be like, how strict were we as parents?
Yeah, we definitely learned after Andrew.
Yeah.
And we're more relaxed with Ashley. I think you just grow a little bit.
Yeah, if I could do it again, I would do things so much. I've said this before. I would do things differently. I learned after years. Kevin finally said, choose your battles. Mm-hmm. I wish he had said that way early on.
Yeah, it's not worth, your battles. They don't want to wear a coat outside and it's wintertime. Just why? Why argue about it?
Yeah, it's not worth arguing over. But how strict were we as parents? I personally don't think we were.
We weren't strict as in limiting what they could do or, that kind of seeing who they could see. That we weren't strict in that sense.
Right. But we also had children in a time where you didn't have these phones. You didn't
cell phones make a big difference.
So I think nowadays, I think you.
Hell, they didn't have internet for most of their childhood.
No, they didn't. And no, the most they did was like listen to music and stuff like that.
Play on the console.
I think if I was raising a child these days, when it comes to that phone, I think I would be a lot more diligent looking at that phone.
Yeah.
I'd be checking in.
Yeah, because we've known people that they didn't keep an eye on their children's phones, but we were on their accounts, or you were. You were on there, and they were posting awful pictures.
Yeah.
And parents never knew.
Yeah.
But I agree. I would be more strict now as far as the
technology goes. Technology, yes.
But as far as going places, who you're with, who you're going, we had good kids. Really.
Yeah.
We really did.
We did.
We got fortunate. Not all people are as fortunate.
No. Who do you matter most to?
You.
And I'm going to say you.
There we go. That's all that matters.
Yeah. And the last question is, what movie director do you find completely genius?
Oh, Lord, I don't know. I know Ron Howard's done some really good movies.
He has. Yeah. He really has.
And when we find out he's a director or something, it's like, oh, that's cool, because that was really cool. I think George Lucas is really good. Steven Spielberg, all those guys are good.
James Cameron.
My
answer is gonna be Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Is gonna be my answer. Steven Spielberg trumps everybody.
I think the four we mentioned though were probably my top ones. I think they're all really good.
Right. But there's lots.
There's so many, but some of them are really, they're popular, but I don't know their names.
So that is going to be the video for this week.
If you stuck around this long.
If you stuck around this long, gosh, then you've stuck around for a long time. Anything that you want to comment on, feel free. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.